I'm Genevieve Bargello.
And I'm Eileen Worst.
And this is CFB News. Well, the day has finally arrived. Last night, the 15th annual Plum Possum High Ropes Course Possum Races happened. And there were some familiar faces competing, but some you may not have expected to see. Eileen Worst is there on the scene. Eileen?
Thank you, Genevieve. I am currently roped in at Plum Possum's High Ropes Course. Sorry, I am currently, as you can see, standing on a single step, and there is one rope holding me here, and I I am supposed to complete this course at some point, but that was for the B-roll. I did get stuck here, though, and so we are doing the full report from up here. But yes, it was very exciting and intriguing to see that Edgar Edgars Jr. was participating in the Plum's Possum race, dressed fully in possum regalia.
Now, to clarify, for viewers at home, Edgar Edgars Jr. was placed on house arrest after setting up a zip line between his home and the water tower and the grocery store. So it's very interesting seeing him here again. You know, it's potentially breaking some of the rules of his parole, but maybe they'll give him a chance because he is so good at swinging like a little possum.
Truly, no, indeed. In fact, they're about to do round 3. As we all know, they have to take multiple medical breaks in between each course obstacle due to hanging upside down multiple times, as you would within the possum community, as possums are known to do. The police have arrived on the scene, but they're not acting. As so far, it seems that the potential arrest in the air. Edgar Edgars Jr. is in his element, so to speak. He does have the upper hand, if you will. But he is actually so far winning right now. He has maintained 4 out of his 5 plums. There is only one other person who we do not know. They are just known as the Frisky Bandit, and it is someone dressed as a raccoon, and they have maintained also 4 plums. So they seem to be duking it out together. This will be the final branch of the plum race, where it ends with the famous zip line. However, they will be duking out for one seat in the Plum Possum zip line. And as we know, Edgar Edgars Jr., quite the ziplining genius, if he's able to get through the whole thing. I am seeing that people are asking me to get off, but I don't know how. So I'm just going to try to take one more step, and we'll end this on such a fun note. So this has been CFB News. Doing like a almost fake cigarette. I was gonna get a pen. I feel like I might need it this episode. Hold on.
Yeah, get your pen. Get your pen. Come prepared, ladies and gentlemen. I like that her desk somehow doesn't have a pen. It's a spoon.
I brought back a little spoon, which now I'm realizing is suggesting crack, but I couldn't find a pen and I got scared. I thought a knife would be a bad idea.
How do you guys like secrets?
You like them nice and cold, or you like them hot?
Do you like your secrets a little secret or really secret?
Do you want a secret that weighs on you for years, aging you faster than the sword of time herself piercing your skin? Or do you like a fun little office gossip?
Do you like a secret that tears your family apart? Or do you like a secret that's like, I never thought of it that way?
Do you want a secret that's kind of like the curse you could get from an Egyptian tomb when you enter some room that was never supposed to be found? Of course you don't. Nobody likes those.
But today we promise one secret. We will reveal one secret. Because today we are tackling a prompt that Elaine wrote on our topic dump probably years ago at this point, called a pizza place that's definitely a front. But what we're doing is, it might not be a front for something, and it isn't a pizza place. It's something that's hiding something. That's really all we have today.
Yes. Yes.
It's very open-ended. I think we are talking an establishment.
Yes. Yeah.
But we want to keep ourselves very open-minded today.
And moderately legal. Legal, like, if it's illegal, it's in a fun way.
It's illegal in an interesting way, not in like a sad or depressing way.
Yeah. We're not doing
like,
that.
I don't even know if we're money laundering. It's hiding something.
It's hiding something, and
but honestly, I don't understand money laundering enough to really make any good jokes about it. I mean, this could even go into speakeasy territory to a certain degree, you know?
Because Clatfartburg might hate having a juicery.
Okay, I'm into this.
Like,
I'm ready.
No, I know. Now, hear me out, because, and it can be of this. I just got this image that like Clatfartburg loves nature. They love like I think they love clean eating. They have a lot of vegan options, etc. But there's something I feel like potentially that could come off as pretentious from a juicery that would really piss them off, and it would have to be something that they're doing. There's something, I don't know. There's something there.
I was thinking of smoothie. Now the juicing smoothie place, because the phrase Smoothkeasy really
Smoothkeasy is crazy. I love it. Smoothkeasy.
I mean, a Juicekeasy is also crazy, but a Smoothkeasy is.
I like that we keep the K.
There's something special about Smoothkeasy.
Smoothkeasy.
To speakeasy? Because what was Smoothiesy? I guess that does make more sense.
That's what. But I kind of like the K being there for
saying
no
Smoothkeasy
reason.
doesn't make more sense than Smoothkeasy. Oh my god! But Smoothkeasy feels better. So we don't have to do the Smoothkeasy, but the Smoothkeasy does tempt me for sure.
I think it should definitely be
because it sounds
a top
like so
player.
nothing.
It does sound like so nothing, and it's there's a lot we can play with too on like, is that just the company's original name and it just happens to perfectly fit the idea of a speakeasy, or were they thinking about it too much? What happened with this original smoothie company? And then obviously, like, is the smoothie company actually the secret, or is the smoothie company the front?
Is the Smoothkeasy a secret? And then there's another level.
The organic cheese
you think the
store.
Smoothkeasy is the only secret, but then there's the Juicekeasy.
I accept the challenge of a 3-tier speakeasy for a smoothie place front.
Let's intro our episode. Let's intro our episode, man, because we've not said who we are or what this podcast is, and we just started talking about Smoothkeasies
And smoking pens and spoons.
My name's Felicia,
And I'm Elaine.
and welcome to Now Entering Clatfartburg, a comedy world building podcast wherein we build the fictional town of Clatfartburg. And today we're making a 3-tiered speakeasy / front, one of which is smoothies or juice, man. And that's what we got so far. And you're going to be here with us while we get the rest.
Okay. So the question is, smoothies front or smoothies hidden? What feels more...
Is smoothies mid-tier?
I feel like smoothies is mid. I don't think it's the darkest secret,
I think so too.
but I think it could be the first layer of secret.
Yeah.
You know?
And I feel like juice is funnier than smoothie. But Smoothkeasy is so...
Maybe that's part of it. Well, and look here. Is Smoothkeasy going to end up being the name for the full thing? We have a lot of opportunity.
That's true.
A lot of opportunity to bring
That's
smooth
true.
in.
We have a lot of opportunity.
And also, our little town frequently has things that are named that don't quite make sense, I would argue. So I think that's
we have
fine.
to put a lot of parentheses and colons. And
Gator
things like
Swamp
that.
Mansion, the coffee shop. You know, I think we've got...
Yeah.
There's some liberty if we need to, because Smoothkeasy is... it just feels wrong when your mouth says it out loud as well.
But like as soon as I said it, I was like, there's nothing else this will be called.
Well, no, you said the worst
You
thing
know?
possible, so it has to be that. That's kind of... like the beam of light from your brain shot into mine, and we're now like...
And Smoothkeasy is the wavelength we're on.
Yeah.
Hey, I feel like it's been a while before we've gotten a name first off. I feel like a lot of times recently we've been struggling the last 10 for the name, so
No,
I'm
and
happy for us.
I'm realizing I think this is healthy for me because I feel the tension build throughout the whole episode if we don't have a name, and I start getting twitchy internally. So this is great. And I have a prop today, so that's fun. So Smoothkeasy, why would you have to hide your juicery / smoothie? You know, pretentiousness.
I mean, I like your idea that they just think it's pretentious. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think this is very, like... I think maybe what's so pretentious about it is it looks like a gym smoothie place. It looks like a WeWork.
No,
Like, that's why they don't like it.
No, because I was... Because what if the password to get in is they're like, hey, do you think we should move forward with the campaign? And the passcode is the juice isn't worth the squeeze. And then you the amount of times I hear that fucking phrase at work.
Really? I've never heard this ever at work.
No, I had like never heard it at work, and then I moved onto an account, and then everybody is saying it in every meeting, and I'm like, why are we all saying this? And we all go, we hate to say it, but is the juice isn't worth the squeeze? And I'm like, then why are we saying it? Stop talking about juice and squeezing.
Yeah. But I think it having this very like corporate WeWork, you know, sort of, I've never been to Equinox, but what I assume Equinox must be like, you know, those sorts of aesthetics, I feel like is very it's the very antithesis of the town, you know? It's almost like having a front in front of a Starbucks, you know?
Yeah. Like you're trying to make corporate work seem nice and fun, and that's like what a Faxville is trying to like... bring it.
So that's like, why it's like a secret, is that there is just like a very standard smoothie bar in here, and it's just so, it looks like any place you could walk into in America. Yeah. And that's weird for Clatfartburg. They don't like that, and they feel it's trying to be better than the town, you know? So
their front is off-putting.
Yes, their front is deeply strange. So the front has to somehow make sense with the name Smoothkeasy. But it can't be about smoothies.
Oh, okay. Because I was thinking it could be the, like, you're talking on to your friend, you're like, hey, we got to go to Smoothkeasy. And like, where that? It's like, oh, it's in the front is the blah, blah, blah.
That's true. That doesn't make sense. But it would be funny if it
make the front
Smoothkeasies.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So what if it's keys? Smoothkeasy.
Smooth
key. Keys are ridges, okay, right? And you pick them up. Ouch. Don't you want a smooth key? Welcome to Smooth Keys and Locks. Unlocking good. Lock it down. These bolts like butter. Smooth keys.
Smooth key easy is what I say. It's a locksmith called Smoothkeasy. That sucks. It does not have to be Smoothkeasy, the locksmith.
Well, maybe he would also just think it's fun, like Smoothkeasy, easy peasy, Smoothkeasy, and he couldn't fit it all in the sign or something.
Maybe
we'll these are options. Okay, so if we, I'm just imagining the clientele of people, like everyone leaving yoga class and then going to the locksmith. People constantly going to this locksmith.
Yeah, with their like yoga bags and all this shit.
People are like, what is going on? Are they constantly locking themselves out of their houses? What are they trying to lock up? People get scared that they're trying to like they're like absolutely safes for stuff. Maybe it's also selling keyboards, like pianos. Smoothkeasy.
Sure. Yeah, Smoothkeasy. This is so dumb. Okay, do we think to throw off suspicion, they make Smoothkeasy so Clatfartburg? So there's animatronics somehow. There's a talking key.
Yeah.
There's a puzzle in the bathroom. They're like stealing everybody's shit. There's like bathroom puzzle. There's an indoor pond. There's an indoor fountain.
A lot of artwork.
There's the crispy key.
Blanche Otters.
They're trying to sell some sort of baked good, like a homemade Cheez-It, to try and get on the Poppins Rumblesby popcorn situation. God, I want popcorn. Ooh. I can make popcorn this week.
You said Cheez-It? That did something to me.
Like a homemade Cheez-It, you know?
Yeah, I've always wanted to make
Or not
this.
Homemade. They just dump gallon bags of Cheez-Its into a popcorn machine.
They just played them nicely. Into a popcorn machine. That would be kind of fun.
That's how we nice and toast them.
They say Cheez-It, I say Keys-It.
Is this guy Jeremy Bucky?
Oh, yeah.
It's Jeremy Bucky. We don't need to invent a new guy. The locksmith is Jeremy Bucky.
Oh, thank God.
Thank God. No new men.
No new men. Give Jeremy Bucky and this makes sense for him because I think part of this, like, is he even aware that there's a smoothie juicery in his establishment?
Wait, does he not even know? He owns this place and he doesn't even know Smoothkeasy exists.
He might have rented the back room he never uses, thinking it's going to be like some like he really's like, I will use the front room. Let me make some extra income. I'll rent the back part. None of my business. They asked me, hey, do you have it? I'm like, whatever, you do it. I don't want to go back there. The stairs are too hard.
Which means he named his key store Smoothkeasy independently.
And then that juicery smoothery was like, this is perfect for us.
I'm going to say, I think Evening Finch has funded this establishment.
Oh, that does sound right. And
yeah, Evening Finch, for everybody, is the person who runs Alien Club. And she's very, very rich and is descended from President Taft.
Mm-hmm. She has a sinister... I'm afraid of her. I feel
don't bring her up
uncomfortable.
much because she scares us.
And she's honestly most likely to become the cult leader, I would argue, out of everyone we've created so far. She
Alien
has
Club
the, like...
is inches away.
So close. So close. No sporks. Only sporks?
I forgot about the no sporks rule.
No sporks rule, yeah.
Or was it only sporks because they're I think it's the utensil of the future.
Yes, that's what it is. Only sporks.
God forbid we get it wrong, you know?
Because there's spoon trauma, right? There's I gotta let it go.
Oh yes, that's right. Isn't it Feast in Hayridgington has fork or spoon trauma? Wasn't it fork and he saw a squirrel killed on a fork or something like that, and now he has trauma about it. Sorry, new listeners. This is not... we're just needing... Sometimes we need to sit down and re-catch up on what we've talked about, you know?
There's a whole episode. It's like UFO Club, Alien Club. It's interchangeable.
I think that's bonus content, the squirrel trauma shit.
Have fun. Yeah, I don't... God knows. But anyway, yeah, no, I could see her funding this. I think she just really wanted... I bet she gets, like, first pass at the turmeric shots and stuff. So...
Yeah. I don't think she runs it, but I think she put in some seed money, you know? But the thing is there's a third layer. And I don't want to necessarily unpack the third layer to us. But that makes sense. You know, Jeremy Bucky probably got a custom animatronic from Wade Domino.
Yes,
you know?
Yes.
I feel like they've interacted enough, right, to have that happen for sure.
I think they could actually... They have the potential to be friends. I think they could be
exactly.
friends. I mean, if he's so close to Arthur Remington, then...
Exactly. There's something there,
there's something
right?
there.
And I also think he would be the type of guy that would just be like, oh, I'll try anything. And the people running out the back room keep encouraging him. So he's like, oh, yeah, I'll try this other thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it kind of keeps getting more and more. He just keeps adding more, you know? Because there's really... how much room can a locksmith and key shit take, you know? He's got a shockingly large lot. How large did we think this building is? Is it, like, way too big?
Oh, yeah. I think it's one of the... Like, you know how an Olive Garden is just shockingly... It just keeps going?
Yes.
I feel like it has some kind of energy like that where...
I love that.
Yeah. And maybe part of it does go down. Maybe it's like... You have like... Maybe there is a second floor, like a bottom floor, a basement, but maybe it still has windows or something. But like maybe that's where the third secret ends up being. Whatever makes sense.
The speakeasy, the Smoothkeasy, or the Smoothkeasy versus Smoothkeasy.
Yeah, yes.
Smoothkeasy.
Yeah.
The smoothie part. Stress the syllable's different. It's different, guys.
Yes.
The Smoothkeasy. But that doesn't make sense. No, it's fine.
We went through all of that for nothing.
No. I was just saying smoothie. That's not Smoothkeasy. That's not how you stress the syllables of smoothie, so it doesn't make sense.
Wait.
Don't worry about it.
Wait, what?
I'm bothering myself. I'm being a pedant for no fucking reason. On a podcast where I've invented a place called Smoothkeasy, I'm being a pedant. I'm just picturing the speakeasy smoothie portion of the establishment.
Okay, yeah.
To have, like, full glass windows. Like, so much light letting into it for some reason.
Is it, like, tinted, though, so people, like, can't see in? Or is it fully, like...
To me? No. I'm picturing it on, like, a ocean side. But that doesn't make sense because there's no ocean here.
Lakeside.
I'm picturing, like... Yeah, maybe lakeside, but not lakeside. Like pond side.
Pond
Quarry side? You know?
Quarry side. Nothing's prettier.
Cliffside.
Hillside?
Hillside. So, yeah.
Okay, so there's a lot of windows, but it's not like by a sidewalk. Or it's just technically, you could just see people sitting at tables drinking juice if you're walking by and you're like, what's that place? And then everyone just like,
That's somebody's house.
It's just somebody's house.
Somebody lives there. They like juice a lot.
Why are you so interested?
You're a stalker. You're a fucking freak.
Weird. I think I need to go to Smoothkeasy. Excuse
to
me.
get this idea smoothed out.
And get some keys.
Not for
to
anything
lock it
else.
out.
To get my keys.
Yeah. I don't need anything else to be running smooth. It's
But
fine.
my keysies.
Just my keysies. I hope they have a juice that's named after Jeremy Bucky. They're like, Bucky's beet juice.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe
And Jeremy Bucky doesn't even know.
maybe not
He's never
Bucky's
had
beet
it.
juice. Hold on.
Yeah.
Maybe not that.
Oh, that does sound quite horrible.
Oh no. Maybe they do it and it's too late. They realize too late what they've done.
That's really bad.
That's such a bummer. I was so excited. Dang. Alliteration will fucking get you.
It really will. So we've got 2 levels.
Mm-hmm.
There is a third.
There is a third. I think it would help me to... I need to know who... So Evening Punch is funding it, but who's kind of like vaguely heading smoothie? We don't have to have them fully flashed, but I think they help.
Here's the thing. Do the smoothie people know about the third level?
I don't think they do.
I don't think they do either. I think no one knows.
But I think Jeremy Bucky might have also rented out the bottom space. But he's just not connecting dots at all. So yeah, I don't think they know about the third person either.
How do we think we get from Smoothkeasy to Smoothkeasy?
We have to have a central player in Smoothkeasy who knows both the keys, the juice, but is the conduit for the secret third layer. I think that we have to have somebody who's like there. And I think that this must be somebody who you're working at a juicery. What are you secretly hoping? What are you wanting?
I think this person is 25 years old.
Perfect.
I think they are younger than you would think.
Yes.
I think yoga.
Ooh.
I think she comes from that kind of background, a very zen background. But maybe what she does isn't so zen.
Is she yoga as in like Lululemon or yoga as in tie-dye?
I was thinking more of a Lululemon.
Okay.
Like very type A, very... I don't feel like we've had this type yet. Because we've done tie-dye yoga.
Yeah.
But we haven't done Lululemon yoga.
I like this. Okay, so...
I'm thinking high pony all the time.
High pony all the time. It shouldn't be this, but I did love the idea of an underground Pilates ring where they're doing like crazy Pilates. But okay, if you're type A yoga... and there's something you want to do that would disturb the image of yourself. And these people who go to juiceries, okay, you're like, you have to look like the perfect mom. You have to, you know, you've got like nice things and stuff. Like that's what I think of when I think of this type of person. And they're not necessarily evil or anything, but I feel like we have a choice for small sinistercism if we want. But what you're that person, you have a guilty pleasure. You have a secret that Evening Finch doesn't know about either. I don't think she's in on it. And this is going to have to be weird. I feel like it's got to be
really weird.
It's got to be really weird. I mean, it can be just super out of place, but like I'm almost like it's like got to be some undercover like D&D ring, some kind of Magic the Gathering ring. Like I'm thinking things like this. I'm thinking maybe
it has to be more like physical to a certain degree.
Yeah, like
something physical, but it can't be something that would be very. It has to be something that's not already represented in Clatfartburg, because like Clatfartburg, I think is pretty good at representing that people have multiple interests, and like they will very much accept a yoga girl at D&D. I don't think this town would be bothered by that. Do you know what I mean? Which means we've set our standards very high here. Okay, so what is something, and I don't think we're going to be able to nail this first time as much as I'd love to. It feels so good to hit it out the park like that, but I think this is going to have to be a little...
it could be exploratory.
My first thought for the third ring was genuinely bobbing for apples, but I don't think that's it. That's not it.
No bad ideas in a brainstorm.
But that was my first thought.
Okay.
My second thought was pulling little red wagons around.
Okay, so an underground daycare, but adults.
No, they're just pulling the wagons. They're not in the wagons. They're just pulling them, and they're like decorated. We're not doing this, but that was my second thought.
No bad ideas in a brainstorm. It always leads to somewhere.
A woman in a high pony and Lululemon pulling a little red flyer wagon, and I said, "Now what could that be?" And I said, "Well, what if they decorate them?" And I said, "That's not enough."
It's the secret parade group where you gather and you make tiny parades for different
circles
things.
In a basement.
And you can just,
we're not doing this.
We're not doing this.
Because
I actually feel so unsettled by that idea. As ridiculous it is, the idea of you gather and join a nameless parade in silence, and you decorate it, and you're just in a circle parading it, because the point of a parade is you're parading for other people, not just for people in the parade. And I imagine this is a completely black room, and there's like minimal lighting, and the lighting there is fluorescent, and it's really scary. I feel so unsettled by that. Oh my god. That's the secret fourth ring that 5 people are a part of, and it's for the shed out back. Oh my god. Okay. So, activities. Genres. Kinds of workouts that are maybe weird or embarrassing to do in front of other people, or it's like very exclusive. Speaking of goofy workouts, there's they would love karaoke. They'd be fine with that. But I'm thinking, I'm trying to think of what normal people think is embarrassing, and then what would Clatfartburg do with it.
Dude, I'm in a weird mood. My last 3 were mud wrestling, strip poker, eating foam were my 3.
This is all very dangerous to have as a third secret layer of something. It doesn't sound the same.
None of these for the record. Also, mud wrestling and strip poker coming right after this made me sound like the horniest person alive.
That was a wild stretch right there.
But it was originally like the pig mud wrestling thing, not a horny one at all.
A pig mud wrestling?
You know when people like wrangle pigs in mud?
I didn't know that was like I thought that was like a chore.
I feel like they do it at county fairs. They wrangle pigs in mud. Again, we're not doing any of these.
What's the idea of honor? We have a secret ring for pig mud wrestling that's in the basement of a building is so scary.
I know. And that's the thing. And my second one was strip poker, because I was like, oh, what's a game like poker, but how'd you get more involved in this? Strip poker. And I'm like, no, you're going to sound like a horny freak if you say that. And then my third one was foam, because I have foam in front of me.
I almost died at a foam party.
Wow. Oh, we talk about this, please.
Okay, so my college had to get rid of the normal, was it in the spring? Had to be. There used to be this like spring bid day, and it's when everyone became a frat bro, and there was mass party at frat row, and like there was mud pits, and like people were peeing everywhere, and it was nasty. I didn't go. Someone got punched in the face, so they stopped it. And since then, they were trying to find different things to replace it, and they were failing. And one of the things was a foam party. And a foam party is where you have a blow-up thing situation, like a bouncy house, but it's just an arch, and the foam is shooting down from there.
I've been at one at my college as well.
Yeah, it's so it's just shooting down.
I just slipped constantly and like fell on my ass.
Yeah, so ours had like a tiny enclosed area, and it got really muddy really fast. Yeah. And you could get like stuck in the foam. Like it's like bubble foam, and so you can't see. And so I did at one point get abandoned in the foam. Tried to breathe, couldn't. Just was taken in foam. And thank God I was sober, because if I had been drunk, I was like, I genuinely was like, we got to stop this, because like someone could die. If someone gets like drunk and passes out in this, like they're gone. Like This is not it. And I came running out. My friends were like, what the hell? I came running out. I was like, like, oh my God. Because it was nothing but foam, and I kept stepping forward, and it was nothing but foam, still foam. And I'm like, I can't breathe. I can't see. There is a great photo I'll send to you, Felicia, of me emerging from the foam at one point, and I look, whoa,
haggard.
I look haggard.
The problem with mine was it was just like the foam was coming down from a metal structure, and I kept banging my feet into the metal poles because you couldn't see it because it was covered in foam.
Yeah.
And then they were like, you have to wear shoes, but all I had on was flip flops, and it made it way more dangerous because you were just slipping off the flip flops.
Yeah, no, that's the problem. It's like anywhere there's a foam party, there's mud to follow. It's a bad combo.
We did it on a paved area, so it actually was okay.
I see, that makes sense.
Here's the thing. Do we think the third layer is disguised by a cascade of foam? That the one person insists that the dishwasher is always malfunctioning, and that's why there is a full wall of foam through a doorway that one must pass through.
That has to
now, it's not a foam-based establishment, but there is a foam wall that you must pass through, a bubble foam wall to get to the next place to tie it in. We don't have to keep this. I'm just trying to have fun.
Okay, what if I will accept foam wall if maybe it's within glass and it's one of those cool like waterfall things.
Can the third level be a snow globe simulator?
You did it, kid. You brought it all together. You got your pig wrestling. You got your
How is
your
there
red
pig
wagon.
rustling in the snow?
Well, anything can happen in a snow globe, toots. Anything.
Yeah,
Your wildest dreams can come true in a snow globe simulator.
That little pieces of white paper fall from the ceiling while you walk around on a snowy scene. And that's the third layer.
Wait, I don't know what the science of this would have to be.
We can't do a fourth layer for the record, but this is happening.
This is happening
Snow
for
globe
sure.
scene is happening.
I think the floor should have some certain tiling on it. And again, I don't know what the science of this, but I think you could probably follow me here. And I think at some point it should all tilt. At one point, so you're like, oh no, I'm getting shaken by the snow globe. It's very gentle, but you're like, oh, snow globe. And then that's when like all the like little snowflakes, like you were mentioning, would fall down again. Does a little song. Is there a little harpsichord? A little song?
Yeah, a little like ding, 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 you know? Like kind of. And there's a little wagon you can pull around if you want.
There you go. There you go. Now, my question, because I've a couple.
Yeah, because you may say, what's a snow globe simulator? I didn't know those existed. Neither did I until a minute ago.
Until now. So the whole point of a snow globe simulator is, first off, you have to feel like you're in a spherical place.
Yes.
The Earth is flat, so this is a great way for people to experience what other people are talking about with the Earth being round. So I imagine that there's a lot of like plastic being used to kind of create this like...
Yes.
There's no square corners in this room. It's, you know, whatever. A lot of suspension of disbelief still, because we are in... I believe the basement.
Well, I think we still might have some windows because remember, this is quarry side or hillside.
Oh, that's true.
Or,
you can still be
cliff
lower.
side.
Would have the...
So I think there's some windows. You know, I think this is kind of built into the cliff. You know, or whatever. This just keeps getting more and more floors. I wouldn't be shocked if we're 6 layers deep by the end of this.
Oh my god.
And there's somehow windows because the thing is this snow globe simulator, if there is natural light, is so cool and sounds so fun. If there is no natural light, is the scariest thing I've ever heard of.
Truly,
in my life.
I think we should give a massive wall of windows. I think you're right, and I think all these windows are facing the quarry. This makes sense. This makes sense if they're all facing the quarry. I like it, and I feel less scared. You're right. Yeah, and I think like I guess like everyone has a secret code they're passing through. So,
Suestewkeasy.
Suestewkeasy. Okay, so you go. Okay, so first off, I have to imagine it's in one of the single restrooms. There is a door you can knock on, and then they go in the Smoothkeasy, and they go,
yeah.
What temperature do you like your juice? And they go, chili. And then the door opens and you can go.
Okay, how do they get from Smoothkeasy to Smoothkeasy? Because I do want to establish the nuance of this.
Yes,
is it another bathroom? Is it you crawl through a cooler that Jeremy Bucky never opens? You know, like what's going on? You know, you climb through a fridge.
Oh, I kind of like that. Yeah, actually, maybe you climb through a fridge. And it's
they
right
put a lock on the fridge
door
that you have to put a code in, you know, to get in.
That's good.
Jeremy Bucky doesn't know it, and he doesn't question it.
Yeah, he's like, I got a couple sodas in there at some point. Somebody, my assistant helps me. The like, kid who works here, he'll like fill it up or whatever. I don't know, something like that. You can occasionally get a soda. He's never opened it. He doesn't like soda, bourbon only. And yeah, I like that. So you have to. Yeah, maybe because I'm trying to think of like how to make our lives easier too. The further down we're going to get in this, the more exclusive it is, right? So I think to get into Smoothkeasy, you could basically get access as long as you happen to know stuff. So maybe it's like the key is just nearby and you just like boom, boom, and done. You put the key back kind of situation. He would just never know.
Because there's millions of keys, you know.
So many keys. So I think that would make sense. I like walking through a fridge. That's really silly.
Yeah, and the snow globe simulator is pretty relaxed. I stole a little Meow Wolf there, just for everybody. I know they have that famous thing where you walk through the fridge. I want to go to Meow Wolf so bad.
Oh my god, me too.
But honestly, it's impressive we haven't stolen from Meow Wolf yet, with how much I have looked at every single aspect of them available online. So I will take that one. So then we go into Smoothkeasy.
Smoothkeasy, now needing to go to Suestewkeasy. So I did offer broken bathroom. We can have more whimsy if we'd rather. I'm trying to think of like you now have people who know about secrets and you now have to have another speakeasy entrance. So we got to heighten it a little bit. And these are the kind of people who want juice and smoothies, but furthermore want to be in a snow globe. So what to the snow globe
human
community?
Want? I like the bathroom. I like the bathroom idea.
Okay.
It's like the family restroom. There's a way.
There's a family restroom, and it'll say the toilet's out of order, so that way no one's like actually going to the restroom while they're like getting perceived or anything. Yeah, I think you go through that way. And a little like ding, 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 ding happens when you like open the, the second door just to enter.
Love it.
Enter it. And there's also on the bathroom counter a tiny snow globe. A tiny snow globe.
Oh,
just
that's
as a little
incredible.
Easter egg.
With a smoothie inside.
And a key.
They're not the wiser.
Every layer has to have an Easter egg.
Yeah.
From one of the previous ones. Oh, God. Oh, this is dangerous. Okay, so you're now entered the snow globe simulator. Now, what's another heinous thing?
You know what? I think what's going on in the snow globe simulator is like if you stand on one side, it tilts. So then it kind of, you know, you can kind of control the tilt, so it's not very scary. And if you're there with multiple people, it's kind of fun. Like, I kind of want to go to the snow globe simulator. It's not like more than a 10-minute experience, but do you think they have a little table, like it's a little outdoor scene, so you can kind of take a laptop down there with your smoothie?
You know
There's
what?
a few
Honestly,
tables. It's like a cafe, you know? There's like
so.
some outdoor dining. It's a picnic.
I think that's quaint.
Okay, so what's the next level?
Snow globe easy, Smoothkeasy, Slothkeasy.
Hammocks everywhere.
Hammocks.
That's not actually that actually just sounds nice, and I feel like that's another establishment.
Yeah, I feel like
in town.
hammocks
That's
aren't
like
as
just like
exciting inside, but I kind of like
No.
this idea. Rocking chair society. Kind of close to the snow globe simulator if you think about it.
Yeah, I like how it's getting more and more boring the more we go down.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm trying to be as free as you, and I'm so scared of what happened when you first said your first like string of things that I'm afraid of what I would do if I let
You're
myself
afraid
have
of.
that.
I had to go to a dark place to get to Snow Globe Simulator. Okay?
But it did get us there, and it was fun.
You have
I'm
to
just
go through
scared.
mud wrestling and eating foam and
Like-
pulling round a red wagon.
You know, I'm a dark person. Like,
Right.
wild things live within me that I don't know about, and I'm scared. But maybe I need to like now is the time, Elaine.
Shake your brain like a snow globe and let them free. Let those little snows fly. Okay, I didn't mean literally. Don't hurt yourself.
Okay, so. Whoa! Hold on. Let me read.
She shook her glasses to the end of her nose, ladies and gentlemen.
Um,
This is one of the fastest 40 minutes of my life, by the way.
this is wild. So one of the horrible things that came to mind was sweat collecting. We're not doing that.
Okay, so now I feel better about my strip poker
No,
selection.
see, like this is what I'm saying. Like, because that's just
exactly.
like.
And now it's making me look like less of a freak, so I appreciate it.
Yeah,
It's
no,
just
you
like
know-
when you're in these moments and you need to think of something slightly salacious, things happen. You
I will
know?
always fall on the sword for you, with your support.
Thank you.
to get me
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm thinking like
Can't do it without you, buddy.
No. If you like keys, well, you don't have to like keys, but you like smoothies and juices, and you love being in a snow globe thing, or it'd be so funny too. I mean, this is a side note. I'm just trying to think of these people, but you also could still hate the snow globe simulator, but have to know about it to then get to it, and you're like, where the fuck am I?
Yes.
And you're just trying to speed run through all that. I love that image too, because I was trying to think of like, oh, maybe like the clientele, but you don't necessarily have to love all
they don't
these
have
things
to all be
before
shared.
either. Well, the antithesis of a snow globe is a hot cup.
Hot chocolate marshmallow simulator? Is that what we're doing?
Oh, God. We should... No. I feel like... I think I want for this one... So we have the simulator experience. Like, we have an actual product. We have a simulator. I think I want to go back to a product or an activity. A grouping.
Sand art, but there's a bunch of giant sand hourglasses on the wall to make you aware of the passage of time, and they all dramatically turn over every minute.
Yeah.
So it's a place to do sand art, but also work on your projects that are stressing you out.
It can be like the monks
Suestewkeasy.
that make the sand art, and then they like immediately like clear it off at the end, because it was all about the process of making the art, not having to like... I got to see them
Yeah,
do that at
and the
one point.
reason I suggested that is just because Suestewkeasy.
Suestewkeasy. I like it.
Yeah.
Sand art.
And here's the
Suestewkeasy.
thing, we could still add a 5th level.
I would love to. Because I feel like we haven't hit the darkest one yet. It doesn't have to be
No,
the
I don't think
darkest,
so
but
either.
we haven't hit the the freaky,
I think
like sweat, which you would think
guiding this. Yeah,
you would think.
And the important thing is each person who works at each of these levels, only one person knows about all of these, and it's the woman with the ponytail.
Yeah.
Sandkeasy. I don't think Jeremy Bucky even knows this building is this big, by the way.
No, I think someone.
I think this woman has just been building into the cliffside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
She's been doing work.
When he's been, and you might be asking, he's in the quarry all the
back half of the
time.
building.
It's because when he looks out, he thinks it's a separate building from his building. He has never realized that the building he's seeing across the quarry is the one he works in. It never clocked to him.
Mm-hmm.
He thought it's like, he's not good at spatial awareness. Interesting for quarry work, but you know.
Yeah. So Sandkeasy, I think the kind of hourglasses kind of gets you to that kind of stressful moment, you know.
Yeah.
I'm just picturing like a changing of the hour, and you hear this like ka-dunk as like hundreds of little hourglasses turn over. You know what I mean? And that would be very stressful.
Sand, like you'd just be hearing sand, like
it would be a way to kind of really get your ass in gear and make you feel very mortal.
yeah,
And a great place to work on your slide deck.
yeah,
For your next corporate
totally. I love that these are all like still WeWork places.
Yeah,
Each
the
and every
snow
one of
globe's a
them.
little out there, but you know.
You can though.
So that would be Sandkeasy. How do we think you get from Snowkeasy to Sandkeasy? Because I think this is important. Snowkeasy is weird because it's like, is there even an employee at Snowkeasy? You know?
No, because Snowkeasy sounds like a collective. It sounds like a club. We're all participating to make it happen.
Right. I think maybe
so-
that one you like move a certain stone to a certain location, you flip up a certain stone, and not many things are movable, right? And then that opens a trap door of some kind, and that can lead you to Sandkeasy.
Oh, I like that. Felicia, what have you done?
She got wide eyes. Tell me.
I'm going to propose Slidekeasy,
Yes.
and it is a room of slides. It is slides. You can do that little.
Is this the darkest level, or is there a six?
I think we're still not at the darkest level yet.
No, I don't think so either.
I don't think we
This
are.
is Slidekeasy.
But we're getting there.
And I think Sandkeasy, you have to slide into
You
Slidekeasy.
have to slide into Slidekeasy. And the thing about Slidekeasy
Sorry,
too is
the last level is just Sexkeasy. It's not gonna be, but imagine if it
Swingers
was.
Club.
Yeah,
Finally.
it's not gonna be, but you gotta.
Can you imagine the Swingers Club of Clatfartburg and who the attendees would be?
God.
Because I do unfortunately have a couple of names that do come to mind.
Episode
and that's
69, maybe.
Episode
maybe.
69, the 11th layer we never discussed, the Swingers layer.
That's incredible. Okay.
Oh my God, okay.
Slidekeasy. So you slide into Slidekeasy.
I think you slide into Slidekeasy, and we have a couple options here. There is the option.
I need to know, how do we get from Smoothkeasy to Slidekeasy, though? Because this is very important to me. Do we open a certain hourglass? Is there a certain design you need to make in sand art to get to Slidekeasy?
I
that adds some
think
stakes.
It would make sense to me that there'd be like a sand castle situation or some kind of, sand art, sand statues, but they're like hardcore. So I'm thinking maybe something like,
Ooh, maybe you need to put equal amounts of sand on two different pedestals.
yes, yes. And then it'll like open up a hole in the wall and you slide in and then it closes.
Hell yeah.
Now you're probably wondering, how do these people get back up? Don't worry about it. There's an elevator.
Yeah,
There's a fully
there's an elevator
function-
once you get to the bottom.
This entire time, there's a fully functioning elevator.
It goes through all the levels.
I actually love the
because
idea
of,
of an elevator that
ADA
only goes-
requirements.
I do love the idea, though, of the elevator that only goes from Smoothkeasy all the way to Slidekeasy.
Yeah.
It's more
You don't
fun
need
to
all
do
the other
way,
bullshit.
But it would be funny if it just only went to the, like, 5th floor and then went back. But I imagine in Slidekeasy, it'd just be fun to have a bunch of different slides. And I think they're well greased. I think there's also the opportunity for, have you ever seen those? They're kind of slides. They're like luging in the Alps. Like they're just like these little, sorry, there's a dog that is having some feelings outside of my window right now because they can't go to Slidekeasy. But you're like in a little cart, like a little sled, so to speak, on a metal track.
How big?
Well, how big? Does part of the slide go outside of the quarry? I think so. I think full on.
And Jeremy Bucky's like, where the fuck is that place? Why have I never seen this? Why can't I get to this slide?
What's that octopus building? It's got all these tentacles. I don't understand.
It's like those water slides on cruise ships where they're like little hamster tubes.
Oh, yes.
Terrifying.
Spooky.
I think there's that. I think they have a few blow up slides where you kind of bounce your way down those rock.
I think you have to walk around in your socks because it's slippery. What concessions do they have? I want to make sure it's not just slides. You know, I think you get some, you can have a burger. There might be a full staff at this one actually. Which elevator, sure.
Yeah, for sure. This Suestewkeasy is actually not that secret. Weirdly, that's the strange part.
Yeah, everyone's like, oh yeah, there's that weird slide place down there, but no one goes because it's a bunch of adults in slides and it looks scary.
Yeah.
Which is actually then the perfect front for everybody else because they're just going to assume the whole building is slides.
When you wouldn't even believe how many Keesies are in this building. I love this. I think they have a lot of that. Maybe a little mini arcade too. I could see this is actually not that spooky. It's like a pretty normal place. Mm-hmm. How do we think they get to the next level? Because I do have some. I have 2 suggestions for. I think we need to pick our final level, and I do have 2 suggestions, and they're both insane.
Okay, I also have an insane suggestion, so this is perfect.
I do want to establish how do we think they get there? Is there a slide you go down from this level to the next one, but you have to talk through a code word to the employee, you know?
So the question is, do you get to choose? Because part of me was like, sometimes for some people a mystical slide appears because they've been chosen to go to the next round and they've seen this person come by and they're like, this slide is open, and they're like, oh, I haven't seen that, let me go down this slide, and then they've been chosen, and that's how you get inaugurated into whatever it is. And otherwise people probably know about that slide, but I did love the idea of you go down a mystery slide that lets you out where the level. That's an option.
Okay,
I'm open.
I like that. I'm enjoying that, and I think once you're in the know, you can get down there. There's ways.
Yeah,
they can open the mystical slide for you, but sometimes they see something in someone and they say they need to go to blank Keesy.
You must join us.
So let's do our pitches.
Okay.
One of mine is Suestewkeasy.
Oh my god.
And it's not actually. It's everyone pretends to be seagulls.
Oh god.
So that's my number 1.
Okay.
What's yours?
Oh, I mean, my immediate reaction was puffins, but I feel like that's not really.
Wait, your suggestion was Puffin Keesy?
My suggestion was the slide. That was my idea for this thing. That's all I didn't have an actual idea for the thing.
I thought it was your final layer.
No, I was just so excited about the idea of you don't necessarily choose to go to the next. Sometimes you are chosen, and that's all I had. So the idea of seagulls is quite menacing.
My other option is kind of similar, but it's called Suestewkeasy, where if you go down there, you're now a woman named Sue, and everyone is named Sue.
I'm going to say something crazy.
Yeah.
What if it's Suestewkeasy and you're all seagulls?
Okay, we've also got Stewkeasy. Stewkeasy is an option too.
Ooh, okay.
Because then we can do something with stews and the name stew. You know? Suestewkeasy.
These are 2 radically different variations of scary.
Yeah,
Stew, I find
Suestewkeasy.
Stew seems
okay, I'm
chill.
really into Suestewkeasy.
Suestewkeasy.
So when you come in this room, you are now a woman named Sue, and it's the annual stew competition, and you have to role play through this stew competition.
Hi,
and there's
Sue.
always a stew competition going on, and everyone is named Sue.
Hi, Sue.
I'm obsessed with Suestewkeasy is the final level, and you can't take it away from me.
Hi.
Suestewkeasy is the final
level.
What
stew did you bring today, Sue?
I brought the apple crumble stew.
Sue, that's a silly little stew. I brought a stew that has a lot of tofu and other silly things in it. I'm so excited for you to try it, Sue. Let's do our Sue really handshake. Do the Sue handshake.
There is a little part of me that I think could enjoy Suestewkeasy. Do you know? I think it could be kind of fun for a day.
Okay. I need you to imagine the people who have been, first off, chosen to become Sue.
No. I think I would want to experience it once. That doesn't mean I want to be there all the time.
Can you imagine you're having a great time. You've gone through all the layers and you're like, oh, a secret slide. This place is so fun. And you're in a room where everyone is like, your name is now Sue. My name is Sue.
Pick your stew.
And this is Sue. It's time to pick your stew.
Your stew that you will represent for this evening. This evening? Yes.
It's the annual stew competition.
And the thing is, this isn't a cult. It's like a kind of meditation ritual.
Sure. This is the creepiest thing in the world. Question. Does this room have windows or not?
Yes. It has to have windows.
Are they
Please. I can't.
tiny
Elaine, I
rectangle
can't cope if
windows?
it doesn't have windows. I can't cope if it doesn't have
Tiny
windows. It has full
windows.
glass windows. Don't do this to me. Full glass windows. Because
Hi,
Suestewkeasy turns into something horrible if there's no glass windows.
How do I get up? No, Sue. The stew competition isn't over. You have to stay.
Okay, not like that.
Not like that.
Not like that. It's like fun. Okay, Suestewkeasy is a fun time. Suestewkeasy is a place that you'd be so lucky to go to Suestewkeasy, Elaine.
Felicia, just do a theme birthday. We can make this happen. You don't.
But that's what I'm saying. Imagine a theme birthday where everyone has to pretend their name is Sue and bring a special stew, and then we all get to have a fake competition and be passive aggressive to each other about it. Wouldn't that be fun?
No.
Once? But the people who go multiple times. How dare you?
It would be.
How dare
It would be.
you? That's what I'm saying. It would be
really
fun
scared.
once. But going a lot of times, that's spooky. And I think it's the right amount of just deeply strange and kind of depraved. And it does make you wonder, is the woman with the high ponytail, her name is Sue? No, I don't think it is.
Does she
I think it's Jennifer.
frequent the Sue stew at all? Or does she just know about it? Because I feel like there has to be a collective amount of Sues in there that know enough to keep it going, right? So there does have to be some people who every day is Sue Day, basically. Or it's like Sue Thursday, whenever like the Sue stew Geezy is open. But my question is, wait, so are they bringing... So wait. So some people are having to bring a stew.
It's like Melissa and Doug wooden
having
food,
to bring
Elaine.
a stew, and you're going...
No, it's Melissa and Doug wooden food. It's not real. Everything's fake. It's like a Black Mirror episode, but it's fine.
Felicia, you've made it worse.
How is that worse?
You've made it worse. Because if it's actually like a potluck situation, sure. But now we're also having fake food. We're having fake stew.
It can be real stew, Elaine, then. It can be real stew. Because the image of people with a full pot of stew on a slide is really funny. They go down multiple fucking slides to get there. Oh, don't spill it, Sue. Guys, I had a really long day. I haven't been in my house for like 6 hours, and that's where Suestewkeasy came from.
I'm like...
Also, try saying Suestewkeasy because it's awesome.
Suestewkeasy. Ooh.
It feels great.
Welcome to Suestewkeasy. My name is Sue. Who are you?
It sounds like or is Suestewkeasy the best restaurant in Clatfartburg? This is a much better twist.
That opens into their back room, which is the restaurant. Suestewkeasy. You must
Which then
go through
all
being
your
a
servers
Sue.
are named Sue.
Okay.
All of your servers are named Sue.
Okay.
And it's incredible.
Maybe this is what happened over the years. It started as Sue cosplay, and then it became actual... Yeah, then one of the best hidden restaurants.
A high-end Suestewkeasy restaurant.
Ooh,
yeah. That you need to be in the know for. I think this is a good middle
much
ground.
more settled
than
a bunch of adults somewhere. Like, I would have gone to bed. I know this place is fictional. I know it's not real. I would have gone to bed tonight thinking somewhere out there's a bunch of adults all saying their name is Sue with fake stew. And they're doing an animal competition and they're just being passive aggressive.
This is the most I've ever unsettled you.
Yeah, you did it. You did it.
I like that, in Clatfartburg, we really are very well matched comedically, and our brains tend to go a lot of similar places, but I like this time I really lost you.
It's been a journey, and I've really enjoyed it. I feel like
How quick I lost you with the wagon? We were not on the wavelength today.
No, and the wagon was still within, like, the realm. I was just like, oh, okay, well, I don't know. And then it just, but, like, it got us here, and this is the horrible thing we wanted the outcome to be.
It had to be something that makes you go, ugh, at the final level. That was the thing. I was trying to think of what is something that makes you feel a little gross for knowing about it? But it's not illegal.
Now, here's what it could be, too. I think restaurant is open Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sue Stew cosplay Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Or
that's too many days.
The third Tuesday of every month.
Because I'm like, because now that the safety exit of the restaurant has been introduced, I don't want to go back to pure Suestewkeasy.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
It is unfortunately out there though.
Because the more you talk about it, the scared over I get, because I'm scared that was in me.
Yes.
I'm scared that was in me.
Well, and
I read an original play called Suestewkeasy.
You send me a 100-word page document tomorrow.
It sounds like an experimental play, to be honest.
It sounds like
Suestewkeasy.
The close somehow we have Alien Club, and this restaurant is the closest thing we've had to a cult. The closest thing to like a religious cult.
Because that's the thing, is Suestewkeasy is something that makes sense. It would need to be 6 layers deep in a building.
Suestewkeasy also sounds like a name, so it kind of fits, right? And I think,
love it.
Like, it must have been that Stewkeasy is actually just a last name. And I think it just fit perfectly by accident. Yeah. Now, the question is, has Jeremy Bucky ever accidentally been to Suestewkeasy and didn't know?
He was the most scared he's ever been in his
Surprise
life.
birthday party,
haunted by a million named
through-
Sue. A million women named Sue haunt this building, you know?
His bully growing up was named Sue. like, no. Why are they all...
Not Sue!
Not Sue!
Wow. So, just as a reminder, the pitch for this episode was a pizza place that's definitely a front. Yeah. And let's recap. We have the first level of Smoothkeasy, which now Smoothkeasy sounds so normal after we've gone through all of these.
Yes.
Smoothkeasy, ran by Jeremy Bucky, the local locksmith. You go through a fridge to get to Smoothkeasy, a smoothie place that looks like a WeWork. Then you go through a stall in a bathroom to get to Snowkeasy, a snow globe simulator. Then you move a stone to go through a trapdoor to go into Sandkeasy. That has a bunch of hourglasses to show you passage of time, and then you have to weigh out 2 little even patches of sand to then get into Slidekeasy, which is a nice slide family fun fair, and different sorts of, you can get refreshments and things like that, and you can take an elevator back up at this point and down if you would like. And then if you are special, or you know the passcode, a magical door will open to you and you can get into Suestewkeasy, which is most of the time an incredible stew-based restaurant with servers who are all named Sue. But on the 3rd Tuesday of every month is the original Suestewkeasy creation, where you go down and roleplay being in a potluck where all your name is Sue and you're competing in the stew competition.
Which is also the same time they do employee training. Isn't that wild?
Yes.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah,
I can't wait for you to name this episode.
Is it just going to be comma, Smoothkeasy, Sandkeasy, Slidekeasy? Is it funnier if it's just Smoothkeasy and that's it? Or we list every single name?
I think Smoothkeasy... ... or Smoothkeasy, that's it. Some scenario like that I enjoy.
Yeah, because I do think Suestewkeasy would mean nothing to you unless you've seen the episode, you know?
Yeah.
So, Smoothkeasy, arrow, Suestewkeasy.
It will officially be our most baffling episode title of the day.
I'm kind of into the arrow.
I'm really into the arrow.
It does make sense if you listen to it. But you're like, huh?
I love to. I'm dying to know what it's like when you first listen to these episodes and you only have the title going into it. And obviously, we didn't know the title going into it of any of this stuff. And you're like, where the fuck is this going to hit?
Well, it's like how Kermit Hastings found his shimmer, and we don't get to Kermit Hastings for like half the episode.
No. Yeah. So I'm curious what the listening journey was like for everybody.
Wow. I loved that. That is so insane. If you have any more suggestions, we can't promise we won't run with them and do something genuinely insane like this, but please send them to clatfartburg@gmail.com or at Clatfartburg on Instagram. We also have, if you listen to this and we're like, wow, I want more, we have lots and lots of bonus content. We did a really wild bonus episode recently that will be up by the time this episode is out, about there's a character in town called Botticini Barge, who is the son of Herbert Barge, who is the town documentarian, and he is making his first non-documentary feature. And it has a lot of stars from town. You got Barnacle Crispin. You got the return of Cynthia LaManca. You've got Kimberly Tuppence.
Lamarck Rouge.
No, not Kimberly Tuppence. Sorry, Kathleen Wurst. Lamarck Rouge returns. The proprietor of Wicked and Wicked. Okay? There is a lot of people in this episode, and honestly, I think it's one of my favorite bonus episodes we've done in a little bit. So, I highly recommend. Yeah, with that all being said,
did you enjoy those secrets? Did you like learning about a secret, or did you realize maybe some secrets were best left unknown?
A best kept alone.
Stow's a secret.
Sue's a secret. Smooth's a secret.
So many secrets.
Maybe you'll add another layer.
We'll see you at episode 69 for the Swingers-keasy.
Bye. Bye.